Hey, what's up, people? This is actually, if you've seen this kind of consecutively, we have on our same clothes, so we're wrapping up a few at a time, because you know my people like to get lazy and don't want to do the couch. But we are talking about now, we're talking about what, I guess prom?
Prom, yes.
So did you go to prom? Why didn't you go to prom? Or do you think they should have gay proms? So let's talk about that. So did anybody here go to the prom?
I went to several proms.
Okay, I did too. I think that's a gay man's thing, because I've been going to prom since 8th grade. And I can almost name them all off. So yeah, I went to prom several times.
I only went to 2 proms, and the only reason why I went to 2 because had I went to more than that, I'd be annoyed because I don't like being that date for a woman.
Okay.
Yeah. So
what about you? Did you go to prom?
I didn't go to prom.
And why is that?
Couple things. One, I was being cheap. Didn't feel like paying for all that stuff. And the girl stuff. You know, I was like, you gotta buy me something. I need a bros or whatever those things are called. Croissants or whatever those things. Whatever those things are called. Corsage. Those are what they're called. Yes.
Yeah, I always felt like the girls had more fun on prom because I mean it's more monumental. And they got the wrist corsage. You got to get the hair done. We just put on a dry ass tux.
well, for my prom, I kind of made it that moment for me because when I got there, like everybody was at my champagne party. Like everybody.
And also, let me explain that. People out here in California, they have what is called a champagne party, which means that, and it's a really wise idea because I know in Indiana we were jumping in cars going house to house, and by the time you got to the 10th house, your hair was shifted, the tux was wrinkled, and you went to prom looking a mess. But out here in Cali, a champagne party is when all the people come together to watch the couples get dressed and take pictures, then they go off to prom. So that's a really good idea. So in the Midwest, we want to start that up. Get champagne parties, and you don't really serve champagne. You just have drinks and refreshments, and everybody comes to take pictures of all the prom goers. So this year, get a bunch of your friends, y'all posse up, and then have a champagne party and invite people like it's a party, and you provide snacks like, you know, cheese crackers. Sometimes you have a cake, and all the people take pictures of the prom guests leaving.
That's funny. I didn't have a champagne party as such. It was just people that lived in my house. But for my junior prom, we actually, I guess, carpool. We went with another couple. So when we went down to the other house, they were having a champagne party, and I never heard of such. But it was like uncles were there and cousins, and everybody was taking pictures, and it was actually a really good idea. So.
Now, I will say this. Now, did you guys rent limos? Did y'all feel like that was a waste of money?
I didn't rent a limo because I simply didn't want to be controlled in what I could do in a time limit. So I actually rented 2 cars. Okay. Because one car was a CLK Mercedes, and that was a car for prom, and then I rented another car that I would have for the weekend to go to all the after prom.
And we got to give a disclaimer. Pumpkin, he's spoiled,
oh.
and he gets what he wants. So those in the Midwest who know that $19 an hour for a prom is a lot of money to the Midwesterners. That's not normal, so don't feel bad. Don't run to mommy and dad and say, I need me a Mercedes CLK. That's not normal. So you can get your mama's brand new Toyota Camry and put it daily because this one is paid. So go ahead, I'm sorry.
We didn't rent a car, but my sister chaperoned and drove, and we had a big Cadillac. So that was our family car.
Yeah.
We have a big family.
I had a Chrysler LeBaron, the convertible top. Tony Lee, love you. He let me keep his Chrysler LeBaron. Now, do you feel like you missed out on something because you didn't go to prom?
No, I don't feel like I missed out. Because one, I didn't feel like I could really dance at that time.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'm avoiding looking like a fool in front of everyone. But I was at the after party though, so that's what I did. I waited for everybody to get there. I was already.
What do they do for your after parties? Because I know it's a different day now. So what do they do for after parties now? Because I know you just got graduation dust off of you.
Yes, I do. Normally, you know, prom is like from 8 to 12, and then the after prom starts at like 2 because they give everybody like 2 hours to just go get something to eat and, you know, go change clothes. And then you just meet up, and then after prom ends around like 4 or 5 in the morning. And then you go back to your hotel room, and then it should be what? Sunday, and then you go to Magic Mountain.
Okay, now also, did you guys have pressure to try to have sex on prom? Because that was what I didn't like about prom, because I didn't like women in high school. Although I did date women, I didn't want that. That was a nervous part of the prom, because I thought it was like, and also, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be forced to have sex. I know people try to pump it up. That's not the requirement for prom. It's a formal moment for graduation to kind of celebrate the hard work, but you don't have to feel pressured. And if you do, please wrap it up, because you know.
Because on my prom, I had sex, but it wasn't with my date. I will say that.
Oh Lord! Now, also, do you think that there should be gay proms?
There was a gay prom.
Okay, what about you? Did they have a gay prom?
They didn't have a gay prom with my high school, but I think they should have one.
Now, back in your day, would you wish they would have had?
Okay, first of all, don't say back in my day.
I was thinking about that the whole time. He's like, we had a Cadillac. I'm like, well, Raul, that was in like 1970.
It was not 1970. I graduated class of 1988.
Sorry.
Like when you used to say, I still look good.
Right.
So no, you know, I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't have participated in a gay prom at that time. But I think that it's important to have. I think that.
Okay.
I mean, even not necessarily for just your school, but maybe a citywide.
Right, and that's what it was. Being that I only went to school 2 years ago, our gay prom wasn't like my school went out and just went all out for the gays. Like all the schools got together and they went out for the
created one
gays.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, do you think that
But I
that's...
didn't go. So.
Yeah, because I don't think I would have went because that means you're not bonding with your high school mates. But I will say now that you guys have graduated, will you take your gay lover, or if you guys are, because I don't want to assume anybody's gay or straight, but will you take your lover to the...
His prom? If
to
he
no,
was-
the class reunion.
Okay, not everybody's dating high schoolers.
Hey, I'm not dating one either.
So
That's where I thought he was going. I'm like, would you take your date
Would
to
you take me to
prom?
my prom?
Yes, my high school reunion, I would take my whoever I'm with back with me.
what about
I
you?
would definitely do it.
Yeah.
I don't even care anymore. I
Yeah.
am so comfortable with
What about
myself.
you?
It's ridiculous.
You know, it's funny. Because I don't know. I mean, I haven't been to a high school reunion yet, though.
Okay.
25 years.
Well, I know for me, I think I
Do
will
they
be
eat
taking
that?
I think I'm still up and down. I think if we're gonna come back, if we're gonna go back to Ben Harbor or South Bend, because I can choose which one I want to go check, because I went back and forth. I think I might, just because I think it just opens the appeal. Would y'all be okay with somebody bringing their gay lover to the reunion? So let us know right in. This is our show talking about prom. Why did you go and why didn't you go? And also another thing on why I didn't want to go to prom per se was that, again, as much as I hyped myself up to dress up and want to go, I still really had a dude on my mind. Like, I left my prom going to go pick up my dude, and then we did the amusement park the next day. We did that together. So
Right, that's how it was for me. But I wasn't gonna go to prom because I was going with my ex-girlfriend and at the time, but she had a boyfriend. And then I was going with another girl, which is like a friend of everybody, but she ended up getting pregnant, so she was all down and out. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go. So like the day before prom, that's when my ex-girlfriend's sister was like, okay, I'll go with you, you know, if you pay for everything. So luckily I had this, you know, well-paid boyfriend, and he took care of everything. And my aunt did her hair, my mom did her nails, and we just...
this is progression, honey. Let me tell you, this ain't happening in South Bend. So anyway, right in, this is the couch. Again, we want to introduce our cast members.
Michael.
Kyle.
Roll.
And Egypt. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you have any ideas, let us know. We are, again, getting ready for the holiday season, so we will be talking about great gift ideas. Should you be giving a gift and at a certain magnitude, like if your boyfriend buys you a diamond ring, should you feel obligated to have to give him something?
He bought me one, but I...
Also, if you're dating somebody wealthy, do you give them the pressure to have to act like they're wealthy and buy some things that wealthy people should be purchasing? Alrighty, let us know. And also, we do have, again, we are sending gifts to the Hedrick Martin Institute, so if you see the show and you want to give this for gay and lesbian teens, runaways who've been put out of their home, we want to make sure they have a great Christmas. So I'm getting the information this week, going to New York for the Hedrick Martin Institute, and we want to send them Christmas gifts this year. And my goal is to actually have a Hedrick Martin Institute in every city, like South Bend and in the Midwest and South Carolina and Ohio and Chicago, so, and just everywhere. Because
Are you
we
dropping
truly-
them on the map?
I'm dropping them on the map.
Like-
So I want that everywhere. So we love you. This is The Couch. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.
Bye.